Hello, 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 it's coffee time. Why do we bother? I don't know. Why do we bother? Does anybody know? Snoring dog. Dog is snoring. What should we talk about? Oh, the news. There's no good news. Bank of England have raised interest rates by 0.5%. That means it's 2.2.2.2.25. That's better. 2.25. I wasn't going to get there. 2.25%. Oh man, it's not. It's going to be unpleasant by the time we get to. Next year. I have to redo the mortgage. I'm not looking forward to that. God, there's no story. There's nothing. There's no. Well, here's a story. Should we go to TikTok? Shall we go to? This is how stupid people are on TikTok. There's a conspiracy theory on TikTok. Is there, Darren? Is there? What is the conspiracy theory? Well, this is to do with King Charles III and his security contingent. TikTokers believe that King Charles's bodyguard has fake hands. I mean. And this is based on the way the guy holds his hands together. Here we go, look. There he is. See, this guy obviously has fake hands. Look, there's a close-up of his fake. Has he got a gun? Has he got a fake? Has he got one of those hands that flips down to reveal a gun? Yeah, and there's. I mean, I don't, what? Obviously, this is a fake hand. They're pointing out. I mean, they've obviously got too much time on their hands. You know, if he had a fake hand, then how would he hold his gun? If he was, I mean, I don't think they've thought this through. But apparently, in a new biography, royal biography, I might add. Yeah. Sorry, I drifted off. These stories are rubbish. Daily Mail. This story's rubbish. But yeah, in a new biography, a writer claims that Prince Andrew plotted with Princess Diana and Andrew's ex-wife Sarah Ferguson to block Charles from becoming king and to force William to take the throne next. Yeah, can you believe that? This is Angela Levin's new book on the life of Camilla, which is being serialised in the Telegraph at the moment. Claims that old Randy Andy, here we go, here he is. I didn't do it, Gov, honest. I can't sweat. Trying to put the kibosh on King Charlie. That's not right, is it? That's not right. And here's the book, Camilla, from outcast Queen Consort. I think someone's cashing in and they need to do a controversial story to get the headlines. Yeah. Meanwhile, Department of Health have had it again. We've got a Health Awareness Month on. Well, it's on the topic of vaginal cancer, and it doesn't mention woman once. Yeah, they've changed it. They've actually changed it. Up until November 2021, the page on the NHS website stated vaginal cancer is rare, especially in women under 40. But that's gone now. It's gone. They've changed it all. Here's a screenshot. Because hey, you know, women You know, this is a sad story of Sylvia Ross and her family. She has been faithfully visiting her father's grave at Witton Park Cemetery in County Durham since 1979, right? And, you know, she went there like a good, dutiful daughter and tended the grave and, you know, left flowers, etc. You know, on birthdays, Christmases, etc. Father's Day. But yeah, whilst browsing a Facebook post, Mrs. Ross, Sylvia to her friends, realised that she'd actually been paying her respects to the wrong grave. Yeah. I mean, again, I don't know how this has happened. Yeah, the Facebook post was talking about a wrongly placed plaque at the Witton Park Cemetery, which was being moved by the council. An investigation is now underway to discover how the mistake was made. Sylvia's father, who died aged 51 from a heart condition, lay in an unmarked grave just 2 plots away. So yeah, I mean, imagine that. I mean, how? Again, I guess the family. Again, it must be some confusion with the family. But imagine spending your life making a grave mistake. Oh dear. Meanwhile, people are still signing that petition to get Phil Schofield and Holly Willoughby kicked off TV. It's really, really bonkers. Why? You don't need to do that. Meanwhile, Kwasi Kwarteng is going to be using the mini budget that's happening tomorrow to order more than 100,000 people with part-time jobs to work for longer hours and try and make more money or face a cut in their benefits. You see, this is what you complained about Boris Johnson, right? You complained about Boris Johnson. Oh, we hate the Tories, let's get rid of Boris. And now you've got some real Tories back, some real 1980s Norman Tebbit style Tories back. Be careful what you wish for. I love the stupidity. These people are morons, right? These people that have part-time jobs or lower paid incomes, they're hanging on to those jobs for dear life, right? You can't expect them to go to their bosses to get a rise, because guess what? There's a cost of living crisis at the moment, and it's even affecting businesses. You can't expect them to get another job, because very often these part-time jobs are, you knock your pan out doing them, and you don't have the kind of career mobility that you get being an MP. You can't just rock up and get a well-paid job. I mean, this is the fucking stupidity of the Conservatives. Mind you, all politicos. Listen, they're all fucking stupid. They all need to be kicked to the curb. We need to start again. People's Parliament. If I ruled the world. I mean, it's just absolutely bonkers. But they're also talking that they might actually cut stamp duty again. I mean, they've done that before, haven't they? And also cutting free prescription certificates for everyone over 70. So if you're over 70, you'd have to pay for your own prescriptions again. Meanwhile, there's been, as we talked about, there's been a mass exodus from Russia because Putin's gone mad. He's mad. He's definitely mad. Because everyone's leaving the country because they don't want to be conscripted, and there are stories emerging out of the country of Russian wives breaking their husbands' bones so they can't join the war effort. I mean, it's absolutely bonkers. But again, if you remember, if you are watching this out in Russia, doubtful, no one's watching this, just the missus. Hi, missus. If you are called up, just surrender. Just surrender to the first Ukrainian soldier that you see. They're going to... You make their job a lot easier. And they're talking about these hypersonic, nuclear missiles that they've supposedly got. They're probably made out of cardboard. He basically sends his soldiers into battle with a spoon. We've already seen that. That's why, Ukraine army kicked them back so easily. My goodness, it's all, it's all bonkers. Bonkers. Sooner that Putin's kicked out, the better. The better. There's really not more. There's really not. There's not a lot going on here today. They've gone back to the story of the teenage chess prodigy who might be using vibrating anal beads again. But we already covered that. Don't want to cover it again. But yeah, he's got a 53 strong run of unbeaten games. Yeah. Now this is a story. Carl Madden. Let's look at Carl Madden. I mean, you'll never believe what he's been in court for. He's been convicted in court recently. The 48-year-old who was previously jailed in 2007 for 5 years after being caught with a 5-kilo bag of cocaine worth £200,000. But no, this isn't cocaine smuggling. He was going through a McDonald's drive-through in his car in December last year, when the female McDonald's employee was serving him, and when she turned round, he leant out of his car and slapped her bottom through the window. I mean, really? There he is on a horse there. I mean, really? But he admitted his crimes and was given a 12-month community order with 25 rehabilitation activity requirement days. What does that mean? Rehabilitation activity requirement days. They line up a parade of women and get them to bend over and see if he stops resisting the urge to smack their bottoms. Is that what a rehabilitation activity requirement day is? And was ordered to pay £150 in compensation and £95 victim surcharge. I mean, what's wrong with these people? What's wrong with the world? What's wrong with the world? We're going to a Spar supermarket in Lisbon, Northern Ireland. Right. Just getting it queued up. Here we go. Here it comes. We go from one drive-through to another. Yeah. The police car was on a 999 call, and you can see it just going smashing into the Spar shop, and that woman was lucky to get away there. That happened at 11:35 a.m. on Wednesday, yesterday. Good news, everybody. They're relaxing the rules on fracking. Hooray! Fracking. Right, this is a very serious story. When I say this is from the German branch of the animal rights group PETA, you're probably already raising your eyebrows. In a scientific journal published last year, it found that men emit 41% more greenhouse gases than the female population, with their eating habits because we eat meat, you see. And Peter wants to impose a sex ban on men to encourage them to stop eating meat. I'm going there. So they want us to stop us eating meat, but they want us to eat something else instead. I've got to be careful because they're going to slap an 18 plus on this again. But hey, here's a picture of a man eating a hot dog on a stick. But yeah. The animal rights group claims that scoffing sausages is a symptom of toxic masculinity. Look, as a diabetic, I've got to eat protein, right? I have to. But yeah, I can't. This is just ridiculous. Okay, do you want more stupidity? Let's have more. Do you like the fan of Dilbert? Dilbert's a cartoon strip that's been running for many, many years. And it was created by Scott Adams. And I think he even had a cartoon series. But Dilbert's been cancelled. 77 newspapers. The popular comic strip has been given the kick. Because Dilbert's gone anti-woke. And as we can see here, he says, Dave, I need to boost our company's ESG rating, so I'm promoting you to be our CTO. I know you identify as white, so that won't help our ESG scores, but would it be too much to get to identify as gay? Depends how hard you want me to sell it. Just wear better shirts. You see, because he has a black character that identifies as white. Again, he's poking fun. Adams pokes fun at all kinds of office culture. It's very satirical. And again, because there's office life now, it's all about diversity and quotas. He's just poking fun at it. But hey, you can't even satirise what's going on now. And so yeah, they've cancelled Dilbert, which is a great shame. But yeah, The Joy of Work, again, that's one of his compilations. As you can see, it's all about office work and how you can survive it. Good, eh? Good news, everybody. If you're in California, are you in California? They've introduced a new law. A new law is going to be starting in 2027, where you can start using human remains as compost legally. Yeah. The process of composting a human being begins when you place the body inside a reusable steel container along with some wood chips and flowers to aerate it, allowing the microbes and bacteria to do their work and break you down into a nice potting compost. So there you go. If you've got a dead body you want to get rid of, again, imagine that. Imagine you're a serial killer and they come looking, and you've got all these metal containers full of bodies and flowers, and so I'm just making compost. Nothing to see here, officer. Nothing to see here. Now let's talk about Kristen Morgan. Let's have a look at her. Here she is. She was fined the other day at Wrexham Magistrates Court. It's Thursday. It's a new episode of Welcome to Wrexham. But why was she fined £300? Well, Kristen Morgan, who's 41, of Chay in Wrexham, I think it's pronounced Chay, because isn't a double L a kind of a ch noise in Welsh, was fined £300 for being a noise nuisance. A noise nuisance. What was she doing? What was so noisy? Well, it was sex noises. Neighbours complained that initially they thought it was a porn movie on Too Loud, but then I guess it became regular, and there was no dialogue. There was no man turning up to fix the washing machine, and so she and here in Wrexham Magistrates Court, Morgan admitted they were related to comply with a noise abatement order. because she just likes to have a good time. Yeah, the offence is spanned from December the 26th, Boxing Day. I can make jokes about her box, but I'm not going to, because 18 plus, they're going to slap 18 plus on it, Darren, to April the 4th. But initially she blamed her son. She blamed her son and his girlfriend for the noises. Yeah, but she was fined £300 and has to pay £534 in costs. That's a very, very expensive sex life, isn't it? A very expensive sex life. So just remember, was it bite the pillar? Yeah. Bite. That's what you got to do. Bite the pillar, like I do. What? I mean, I don't know about that. How loud? I think we need recordings. We need to know just how loud she was, or her and her partner was. You know, because I don't know. Could have been that loud. Could it? Could it? Now this is a sad story. Britain has lost almost half of its biodiversity since the Industrial Revolution, and more than 400 species have been lost in the last 200 years. Well, we keep noticing that all the squirrels have disappeared in our locale. It's really getting to me. There are no squirrels, and there's acorns everywhere. I keep going on about it. That and the price of Lurpak. But yeah, a study by conservationists reckon that a further 1,188 species could be go extinct over the next century unless rapid action is taken. Wow. Since 1970 alone, 133 species have been lost, from ants, bees, beetles, butterflies, dragonflies, fish, fleas. Are we missing the fleas? No. Fungi, mammals, moths, shrimps, spiders and wasps. My goodness. Is there any squirrels? But hedgehogs in particular have had a harsh decline. That's a picture of a hedgehog. Because everyone converted their front gardens into driveways, and we don't have, back in the day, take Alex out of an evening, see lots of hedgehogs. I think in the last 6 years I've seen 2 hedgehogs, maybe 3 at a push. Or was it a crisp packet? I don't know. So yeah. Meanwhile, researchers in New York and North Carolina, A&T State University, have been researching sperm. Where's my badge? Where's my badge gone? Can I find my badge? Oh, I've lost it. It's in my drawer somewhere. Where's my badge? Where's it gone? Oh man, my visual aid is disappeared. I've got too much crap. Got too much. Here it is. Remember, folks. That always gets a titter. They've been researching sperm. Yeah, like you do. And they reckon that sperm actually team up to get to the egg, and they act like a team of fish swimming upstream. I guess some of the sperm use the slipstream of the others to gain momentum. It's good, isn't it? The study, published on Thursday in the Frontiers in Cell and Development Biology, also looked at the behaviour of sperm from bulls or male cows. They reckon it's a good comparison, as they're similar to sperm from humans. Yeah? And they did an experiment where the sperm were put through small tubes in a microfluidic device which mimicked the boundaries of the female reproductive system. And this was filled with viscoelastic fluid, which has the consistency of melted cheese. That's nice. So the inside of a woman's reproductive system is like melted cheese. Interesting. I did not know that. When there was no flow, the scientists saw that sperm in groups changed direction less often and were more likely to swim in a straight line. I mean, is this important? Do we really need to know if sperm swim in a straight line or not? I don't know. Oh, got a new place we could go and live. It's on Rightmove. This is a West London flat, and it's got everything all at once. Here you go. Look at that. You've got your bed next to your kitchen, so you could probably make a cheese toastie, eat it in bed, look out the window, and also, put your clothes away all at the same time. How cool is that? It's in Notting Hill, apparently. I mean, I think prisoners get slightly bigger quarters, don't they? And it doesn't end there. You can also have a shower whilst you're cooking your beans on toast. Look, shower, and there's the door. I mean, you've got everything to hand. Where's the toilet? I guess the toilet's probably... Is the toilet there? I don't know. Where's the toilet? I need to know where the toilet is. And you can have this lifestyle in glorious Notting Hill, right? For £850 a month, but you will have to pay a £1,700 deposit because but it's only a 5-minute walk from Notting Hill Tube Station, so it's very good. It's very good, isn't it? Very good. Oh dear. Meanwhile, did you have trouble with your kids eating their vegetables? Well, they've done 4D ultrasound scans of babies in the womb, right? And babies smile when their mum eats carrots. Yeah, they like carrots, but they don't respond very well to kale. I don't think anyone. They actually grimaced. So yeah, this is the picture. There they are. Oh, kale, carrots, kale, carrots. There you go. I wonder if they react to booze. Do you think they give them some Guinness? See how that works. Baby starts, getting down. But yeah, apparently, depending on what you eat, the baby will react differently, and it prefers certain flavours over others. Fascinating, isn't it? And that was in a study of 100 pregnant women, aged between 18 to 40, and they had 4D ultrasound scans, and they had a single capsule of 400 milligrams of carrot or 400 milligrams of kale powder, which they were asked to consume, and not to eat anything else or have anything flavoured, like flavoured drinks, so that the baby's reaction was in a neutral position. And they saw the fetuses actually react to flavour. Isn't that fascinating? And this is why kids don't like their vegetables. It goes back to the womb, isn't it? That's bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. And we end with an animal story. This is Koga, and he's a 400-pound silverback gorilla, and he's having his annual health check. And here's some video of him. Look at him. He's a big boy, isn't he? And they give him a going over. He gets treated better than I do. Look at that. I guess they have to. Oh, look, someone's holding his hand. Oh. And here he is when he's not knocked out. He's a handsome fellow. But yeah, every year he gets his health check. Where the veterinarians they check his his heart, his eyes, teeth and muscles at Buffalo Zoo in New York. And he's been there since 2007. And the doctor said Kogu is a very good father as the other gorillas in the zoo. That's nice, isn't it? And yet he's at the end of the investigation, they said that he is happy and healthy as ever. So nothing to report there. But yeah, wow, look at that. It's just amazing. Like I said, he has better healthcare than I do. It's not bad, is it? Shall we see if anyone's in the chat room? There's no one in there. There's no one in there today. There's no one watching, and there's no one there. Wow. Oh no, there is. Oh, Bob says, please chuff off. He's a nice. Bob's nice, isn't he? No, Bob, I'm not going to do that. Because that's exactly what you want me to do. And now you've said it, I'm going to stay around even more. I'm going to make even more videos because I know it annoys you. Because that's the kind of guy I am. Sorry. G-Man says, howdy, howdy. Chris says, afternoon, afternoon. Alex says, afternoon. Scott says, good afternoon. I didn't know you did these as live streams. Oh, yeah, they're always live. The coffee times are live so that the missus can watch them whilst we have a sandwich. G-Man says, we have loads of cute little red squirrels up here. You're lucky, all our squirrels have gone missing. I'm not going to say that. That comment's a bit rude. Yeah, Iron Maiden sang Bite the Pillow. I think it's also a reference to going to prison, isn't it? Prison sex, isn't it? Biting the pillow. Scott says, I've just had the Animals remix delivered. What a coincidence. Well, you know, is it a coincidence? I don't know. Did you order it? Well, if you ordered it and it came, then I think it's probably just timing more than anything else. Did it arrive right now? Well, enjoy it because it sounds all spanglish. It's for young people. It's not for us old farts with our dodgy ears and our dodgy backs and our dodgy eyesight. Anyway, I've done enough today. That was appallingly bad because I wasn't in the zone. I didn't. My heart wasn't in it. Because the stories are just so. I need to get some good stories there. I need to get some good stories, and they're not very good. It's Daily Mouse fault, not my fault. Daily Mouse fault. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed the news. That was it. May we never talk of this again. Oh, Scott says yes, because your last article was about animals. No, it wasn't. Oh, you bought it after watching the review. Okay. Well, it's very fizzy. It's very fizzy. Look, it's all right, but you know they've done some stuff to Gilmore's guitar on Dogs that I really can't abide by. The B-side is a bit better, you know. But again, it's all right. It's all right, you know. It's all right. Yeah, but some people go, it's better. It's not better. It's never better, because you know the band weren't involved. Somebody else was, you know. In the old days, bands would be involved in the mixing of these things, and now we have hired hands doing the mixing, and the bands. Well, you do know that Pink Floyd are in the process of selling off their catalogue for about 400 billion quid, isn't it? 400 million or billion? I can never remember. So it's quite interesting. So you could get Pinky Floyd selling catalogue. How much is it? 500 million or 400 million. $500 million, 400 million quids. They've been trying this for a good few months now, for about maybe 3 or 4 months. They've been trying to sell the catalogue, and so music must be bad if they all of them agree to sell the catalogue. And if once they sell the catalogue, you get even more reissues. But I don't think they're selling the archive stuff. It's only the stuff. So hey, you get even more reissues. Whoopee! Anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah, that was the news. You better drink it up. Ta-da! Yeah, I need a whip round. Send money now.